is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First and 10, Young. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Young to throw it. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
And they'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
That good for 19 and a first down. Play action now, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he stays up. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breida, they'll go up the middle.
40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Look and repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Young. And Diggs has it. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Young on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's throw taken in by Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. 26 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be caught by Biletnikoff. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw caught here by Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. Prescott. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a give to Breida. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They run it with Breida, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. One more go for this offense in the 1st half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down, Young. On the screen, it's Bettis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now here's Young. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Young letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They run for it with Breida. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st.
think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, here's Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he fields it cleanly. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And they will take over 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. From the 16, Young, flush to his right. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean,
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
in this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That throw by Young incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Here's Steve Young. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He is going to find Hill here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll throw again. Young. Tyreek Hill's got another one. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Young. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now Young on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away.